Welcome back, dear student. Today, in the continuation of the last class, we are going to take up the next part of chapter number 6, life processes. In the previous class, we had discussed about two different types of life processes. There are nutrition and respiration. In today's class, we will discuss about the another type of life process performed by living organisms, that is transportation. In today's class, we will discuss about how human beings and plants take up the process of transportation inside their body. So first, let us see the transportation in the human being first. The transportation in human being is taken up by the help of the transportation system or the circulatory system. The circulatory system present in human being includes three different parts. The first one is the blood, second one is the blood vessel, and the third one is the heart. So now let us discuss one by one what are these components present in the circulatory system in human beings. Blood is a liquid connective tissue which helps in the transportation of different substances inside the body of a human being. The blood present in the human body can be divided into two parts. One is the solid part and the next is the liquid part. The solid part is again made up of three different substances. They are RBC, WBC and platelets. The RBC contains a red colored pigment known as hemoglobin. Due to that reason, it has the ability to transport or capture the oxygen present inside the body. The hemoglobin traps the oxygen and helps in the transporting of this oxygen all over the body. WBC is again made up of 5 different components, which collectively helps in fighting the germs that enter inside our body and protects our body from different types of diseases. Platelets help in the maintenance and the repairing of the damaged part of the blood vessels. When the blood vessels got damaged due to some injury, the platelets coagulate and clot the blood in order to seal the broken part of the blood vessel. The last part, that is the liquid part, is also known as plasma. This plasma, the main component of it is water. Inside it, other substances that is needed to be circulated inside the human body is dissolved in it. These substances that has been transported by the plasma includes carbon dioxide, waste materials, as well as different nutrients that we obtain during the process of nutrition. Next component of the circulatory system of human being is the blood vessel. The blood vessels are of two different types. One is known as the artery and another one is known as veins. Arteries are the type of blood vessel which used to carry blood from the heart to different parts of the body, while veins are the type of blood vessels which brings the blood from different parts of the body to the heart. The special type of blood vessels which connect the heart with the lungs is known as the pulmonary artery. Generally, artery carries oxygenated blood, means which contain sufficient amount of oxygen. But this pulmonary artery, which used to take the blood from the heart to the lungs, carries deoxygenated blood. Veins also have a part which connects the heart with the lungs. So the type of blood vessels or the type of veins which brings the blood from the lungs to the heart is known as pulmonary vein. Generally, veins carries deoxygenated blood, which means there is presence of carbon dioxide more than oxygen. But the pulmonary veins, which brings the blood from the lungs to the heart, carries oxygenated blood. The wall of the artery is thicker than the wall of the vein because the blood that has been brought from the heart comes with a high pressure. In order to withstand or in order to tolerate this high pressure, the arteries used to have a thicker wall. The veins used to bring the blood from different parts of the body to the heart. and this blood comes with a very low pressure. Because of that reason, there's presence of a thin wall in case of the vein. The veins also have a door-like structure which opens only in one direction. The door is known as valves. This valve prevents the flow back of the blood from where it is originated. So the last component of the circulatory system of human being is the heart. The heart is a pumping machine which helps in circulating the blood by pumping it from different parts of the body. The human heart consists of 4 chambers, 2 in the upper portion, 2 in the lower portion. The chamber in the upper portion, they are known as atrium. The one on the right side is the right atrium. The one on the left side is the left atrium. The lower chamber is known as the ventricle. The one in the right side is the right ventricle, while the one at the left side is the left ventricle. The heart, when we see the diagram, it should be observed as if we are seeing the heart of a person standing in front of us, facing towards us. So, the right portion of the heart consists of deoxygenated blood, which means there is high percentage of carbon dioxide as compared to that of the oxygen, while the left chamber of the heart contains oxygenated blood, which means the oxygen amount is more than the carbon dioxide amount. The right atrium is connected with the veins that used to bring the blood from different parts of the body. These veins brings the deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body and it will be transferred in the right atrium. The right atrium, from it, the blood will be transferred to the right ventricle. Between these two chambers, there is presence of a valve. This valve used to open only in one direction and prevents the flow back of the blood from the ventricle to the atrium. From this right ventricle, the blood will be again taken to the lungs by the help of pulmonary artery. This pulmonary artery takes the deoxygenated blood to the lungs to oxygenate it. From the lungs, after oxygenation, the oxygen containing blood, that is oxygenated blood, will be brought to the left atrium by the help of pulmonary veins. From the left atrium, it will be transferred to the left ventricle. Between these two, left atrium and the left ventricle, also there is presence of valves which prevents the flow back of the blood. From the left ventricle, the blood will be pushed and transferred to different parts of the body by the help of artery. When we observe the structure of the heart, the walls of the ventricles are thicker than the walls of the atrium. It is because the atrium receives the blood from different parts of the body which comes at a very low pressure. But the ventricles need to exert a huge amount of pressure on the blood so that it can be pushed to different parts of the body. Because of this reason, the ventricles used to have a thicker wall as compared to that of the atrium. Now, let us see how the blood is circulated to different parts of the body by the help of blood vessels and heart. So now, let us see the circulation of blood inside the human body. From the body, the carbon dioxide containing blood is brought to the right atrium chamber of the heart by the help of veins. From the right atrium, it is transferred to the right ventricle, and from the right ventricle, it is transferred to the lungs by the help of pulmonary artery. Here, the veins and the pulmonary artery are represented with blue color as they contain deoxygenated blood. From the lungs, the blood which contains oxygen or the oxygenated blood is brought to the left atrium chamber of the heart by the help of pulmonary veins. From here, the blood is transferred to the left atrium, and from the left atrium, it is transferred to the body by the help of artery. So here, when we see the circulation of blood taking place inside the human body, in one complete circulation, the blood enters the heart, one in the right chamber of the heart, another one at the left chamber of the heart. So as the blood enters in the heart twice, The circulation of the blood that is present inside the human body, it is known as double circulation. I will repeat once again, double circulation. In one complete circulation, let us take the blood starts circulating from the body. From here, it enters the heart in the right chamber. From here, it passes to the lung, and from the lungs, it enters to the left chamber of the heart and comes back to the body. So here, this is one complete circulation. In one complete circulation, the blood is entering in the heart twice, once in the right chamber of the heart and another one in the left chamber of the heart. So as the blood enters in the heart twice, such type of circulation, it is known as double circulation. One another part of the circulatory system in human being is the lymph. The lymph is the liquid matrix or the fluid tissue which is present in between the cells. I will take an example of the intestine. Let us say this is the wall of the intestine. This is the inner wall where there is the presence of villi, and this is the outer wall of the intestine. The outer wall of the intestine is connected with the blood vessels. The smallest blood vessels which connects the main blood vessels with the tissues or the cells, it is known as the capillary. So the one which I am drawing here, it is the capillary of the blood. The wall of the intestine used to absorb the food materials after the complete digestion process takes place. In their food materials, there are some food materials which are bigger in size and are not soluble in water. For example, the fat molecules. The fat molecules are big size structure, and these bigger size fat molecules, they are not able to pass to the main blood vessels through this capillary. Because of that reason, a network-like structure, a channel-like structure is developed by diffusing the plasma from the blood capillaries through the wall of the intestine, filling up the intercellular space present inside the intestine. This fluid matrix, which forms a network-like structure, it is the lymph. This lymph develops a capillary of its own, which is known as the lymphatic capillary. This lymphatic capillary is bigger in size than the normal capillary. Through this lymphatic capillary, the fat molecules are transferred to the main blood vessels, from where the main blood vessels again transfer the fat molecules to the different parts where it is necessary. So, up to this we discussed. In the next class, we will continue with the another topic. Thank you.